CUFBOYS, aka Cam Holler, aka Mom Reacts. On the surface, this just seems like some random kid from Maryland having his mom react to rap videos, and it just happened to go viral. The story is actually way more incredible than just that. By the end of this video, you'll understand why Cam is one of the most influential YouTube moguls of our generation. All starting in 2011 with a couple of simple Call of Duty videos. Cameron had a deep interest in Call of Duty and professional gaming, so eventually he put YouTube in the backseat and decided to fully focus on professional Call of Duty. This was his focus for the next couple years, but sometime in 2016-ish, Cam, his two friends Johnny and Landon decided to make a channel called CUFBOYS.
We were gonna be boys, yeah, and Cameron was like, no, boys.
Luckily, they had some foresight figuring that wouldn't be a very good name for YouTube, so they just took the idea and flipped it around, CUFBOYS. The channel initially started out doing a couple of Omegle pranks. Omegle is a website where you have your webcam and your microphone on and you just sit in front of your computer and get matched up with other random people. It was rather popular back in the day. Some people still do it, but it's not quite as popular. From here, they eventually transitioned to in real life pranks and vlogs, until eventually Cameron had the idea to sit his mom down and have her to react to some of the underground rappers that they were listening to at the time. He first had her react to this underground artist known as Bones. Underground at the time, at least.
Motherfucker high than a motherfucker, bitch, please stop the play. Said Charlotte, what a boys get to the mother boys, we can't hear a word you say. We don't know your name, can't hang with the
Bones actually ended up seeing this video and retweeting it. It made the video blow up, and within a couple of days, Cam had all sorts of suggestions of who he should have his mom react to next. So next, he had his mom react to Suicide Boys.
What? Alright.
Concerning.
It's concerning?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's so creepy. I don't even know.
You know what? They ended up seeing the video as well, and they've retweeted it as well, continuing the snowball effect. Within 3 months, CUFBOYS was over 50,000 subscribers, all just from these two videos. As I said previously, this was the start of 2016. And if you don't know, there used to be these things called the XXL freshman freestyles. Well, they actually still do them, but they're not nearly as popular as they once were. They basically would have people vote online for who they thought were up-and-coming rappers that deserved a spot on the freshman list, and they would get a cover on a magazine and an opportunity to be in a freestyle cypher with a bunch of other up-and-coming artists. This was a pretty big deal in the underground and mainstream hip-hop community. People would get very excited for these lists to come out back then. But even back then, none of us really understood just how big the 2016 freshman list was going to be. In fact, at the time when these freestyles came out, this was seen as a lower quality freestyle on the list, but looking back, nobody fully understood just how legendary this moment was for hip-hop. It's actually quite a crazy moment, because if you look at everybody that's on the list, and this freestyle in particular, all these guys go on to be A-list, damn near household names. There's not one of these guys that have fallen out of relevancy, and we're coming up on a decade, which is crazy, because at this time they had barely separated themselves from being known as the face of SoundCloud rap. Now, I've gotten off on a little bit of a tangent here, but now I'll show you exactly how this relates. As soon as the list came out, he had his mom react to him and he dropped the videos. Cam was smart in this decision, and as soon as he saw the freestyles, he had the idea to have his mom react to both Lil Uzi and Lil Yachty. And he uploaded both these videos on the same day, and they skyrocketed. Bigger than the Suicide Boys video, bigger than the Bones video. And so they continued doing their thing, reacting to more up-and-coming rappers. Eventually, he had his mom react to this up-and-coming rapper known as Ugly God, in which she hated his music.
Splash on your bitch with the water? What's that?
What? What's your opinion on that first song, Mom?
Wow. Yeah.
What?
He doesn't have any talent. I'm sorry.
And Ugly God actually loved the video, and so he contacted the CUFBOYS and asked them if he could use it in one of his songs. So not too long after the video went up, they actually used it in Ugly God's mixtape, Welcome to the Booty Tape. With the Cuff Boys' rise in popularity, Johnny and Landon were able to go through with their own pursuits. Johnny making a clothing brand known as Ransom Clothing. And Landon was a singer and songwriter. Right now, as you may be thinking, what's so special? So far, it just seems like a reaction channel with a couple of kids vlogging.
Time to get exploring.
Landon Cube, a lifelong friend of Cameron and Johnny's. He's actually a son to a musician and grew up with a variety of different influences.
Say like Lil Wayne was like the earliest, Michael Jackson, that was like elementary school and shit, like, and then Prince, Michael Jackson, Prince. It's like a lot of stuff that my dad introduced me to. Frank Ocean, I like Frank Ocean a lot. Justin Bieber when it comes to like singing. Bruno Mars, especially when it comes to singing. And he's like Filipino, I'm Filipino.
Taking after his father, he was always interested in the singing and songwriting himself, but he was rather shy and never really talked about it to anybody. That was until he met Johnny in middle school and then actually joined a band that Johnny and his friends were in. This helped Landon come out of his shell as he became the lead singer of this band. It was about 2013 around this time, and this is when Landon started posting videos of him singing and playing music onto YouTube. Very much Justin Bieber type shit.
Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh.
Though he was rather inconsistent and wouldn't post on the internet all that often. It wasn't for a couple years that he started posting songs like Beach Town and 18, now some of his more well-known songs.
Last night, lost somebody in a beach town.
And as you already know, this is around the same time the Cuff Boys channel became a thing. And through the Cuff Boy vlogs and pranks, they started to put underground rappers' music into the videos in ways sort of like a collaboration. And this is what randomly led Landon to find a rapper on Twitter one day known as Lil Skies.
Practice make perfect, thank God that I'm working. One thing's for certain, I'm living and learning while hurting, just breaking my curse.
Landon thought this guy was dope, and so he showed it to Cam. And Cam thought that this would be perfect for the vlogs, and so he started putting Lil Skies songs into the videos. This developed a relationship between Skies and the Cuff Boys, and basically led to Skies being associated with the Cuff Boys completely. He's basically a member. He began showing up in vlogs and hanging out with the majority of them.
Hey, Skies, what's your SoundCloud? Lil Skies on SoundCloud? Lil Skies on SoundCloud. Lil Skies. Lil Skies. Lil Skies.
This whole time promoting his music in the vlogs as well. This let the relationship between Skies and Landon prosper a bit more, and they eventually started to make music together, having a similar taste.
Unreleased Lil Skies and Landon Cube. Unreleased may or may not be in the vlog. Probably in the vlog. But unreleased.
Got purple hearts all on my garment, I ain't trusting the soul.
I ain't never forgotten not a soul worth remembering, cause all these motherfuckers turn to foe and they envy. So I don't talk, I work hard.
Skies and Landon released their first song known as Red Roses on June 21st, 2017. And a little over a month after the song was released, it had over 1 million views. And so in October of that year, they actually did a video with Cole Bennett from Lyrical Lemonade. And this video now sits at over 250 million views. And this effect trickled down for everybody. This gave more attention to the Cuff Boys video and Johnny's brand. And obviously, Landon and Skies were on the top of the world. And not too long after that, Skies and Landon followed up with another song known as
Nowadays, I'm too cool for a girlfriend. Nowadays, I don't know when the world spins. Live your life like we die when the world ends.
Which now sits at over 300 million views on the Cole Bennett Lyrical Lemonade channel. The Cuff Boys were basically mainstream faces, and with this newfound popularity, Cam was able to build relationships and meet people that just a couple months prior his mother was just reacting to in her son's bedroom. And as the lifestyle vlogs and the Mom Reacts kept going, they were able to create a new series known as Mom Interviews, where he gets his mom to go to festivals and concerts like Rolling Loud and interview these artists that she had reacted to.
All right, we're here at Rams Head Live in Baltimore, Maryland with Lil Skies.
What's up?
What's up?
Lil Skies Mama Cuff.
The first time ever, so we're really excited and it means a lot to us, so because you're special to us, so
Thank you. I love y'all.
We love you too.
And now with all these new opportunities, the Cuff Boys actually decided it was time to move to LA. First, Lil Skies, Landon, and Johnny moved, and not too long after, Cameron decided to do the same, allowing them all to get a Cuff Boys house.
Hello, fuckers. This is the Cuff Boys house tour of 2020.
Everyone get on my car, y'all. Bigger like on the draw top. Baby, a diamond that shine on my wrist. Low, better be giving a tip. 40 on me and the camera the clip. 40 on me and the camera the clip. Low, better be giving a tip.
A big mansion in LA for all of them. They started a new channel called the Cuff Boys Show and started doing a podcast.
All right, here we are.
I'm not sure the name of this podcast. Are we sure the name of this podcast?
Maybe like Cummy Boys?
Penis Men?
The main hosts being Cameron and Johnny, with reoccurring Cuff Boy members and guests. With this move to LA, the most notable addition to Cuff Boys would be Steven, a kid from Maryland with a very unique style of humor that have recently just blown up on TikTok.
I'm a YouTuber.
Oh, cool.
Yes, I know a lot of famous people.
Wow.
Very wealthy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, got one of them metal cards.
Nice.
Yeah, smell really good, by the way.
Wow, thank you.
What is that? Like Victoria's Secret?
Yeah, vanilla spice.
More like vanilla lights.
And when Johnny was visiting Maryland, he heard about Steven. He thought this kid would be a perfect addition to their LA house. And so he told Cam about Steven. And in just a few short months later, he was at the LA house with the Cuff Boys. From here, he would constantly show up in Cuff Boys vlogs and videos on the Cuff Boys show, as well as he ended up collaborating with countless other very famous TikTokers, YouTubers, influencers.
I'm gonna be pranking Bryce Hall and we're gonna scare him. We're gonna scare him when he answers. Let's go around back. We're gonna get him so good, trust me.
What are you doing, dude? Oh my god. Dude, he's right there. Stop. Just go. I don't want it to fucking do this. Just go on.
It's fucking Steven, dude. Fucking.
I don't know who you are. Why are you in my house, dude?
We fucking met like.
Who the fuck are you? Why are you filming this? You said you knew him, dude.
Yo, Zach. I fucking thought we were like boys and shit.
No,
Zach, do you know this guy?
You know Zach?
Is this a prank? Can I get a picture? Maybe for.
Ask for a video.
Maybe just like once or maybe a video.
Whether it be Iraq.
Yes! Now I'm gonna wait for the shuttle to come get me and go deliver this to Iraq. I feel like I just went to Vietnam.
During our 1 a.m. Denny's breakfast, Steve found us.
Steve! Yes!
Bryce Hall. And eventually he even started to co-host a podcast with Jeff Wittick, known as Jeff FM.
A guy for a long time that had like a knife fetish.
What? A knife fetish? Did he just like collector's items? Like
no, like they want to like play with knives during sex.
What the f?
I wasn't doing it. I'm just saying.
You got a knife on you, right? Oh, whoa. Watch that. That's Steven. That's a real sword.
Wait, I got another one too.
Yeah.
It's more my size.
From getting his mom to react to underground rappers to creating mainstream faces in the new era on the internet, the Cuff Boys redefined their name and brand multiple times and truly cemented themselves in the culture. But if you want to see more stuff just like this, check out one of my other videos that are on the screen right now. And I hope y'all have a good rest of your day.
You know, Mork, I think you're beginning to grow.
Well, sir, I don't know how much value I have in this universe, but I do know that I made a few people happier than they would have been without me. And as long as I know that, I'm as rich as I ever need to be. So I'll catch you on the rebound, your magnitude. Until next week, Nanu.